Hi, day 11 of my Minnesota trip. Um, it's the day before the family reunion, and it is just a quick overview of what happened at Mayo. So, the first day, August 3rd, 2011, I saw the geneticist. I was not pleased with him because he played down the hypermobility, but he said I had fibromyalgia. But he could not clinically diagnose me. He did not believe that my veins hurt at all. I had not taken my Florida or for 3 days and no mitogen for 24 hours. I was not feeling well at all. I had made sure all my files were there before I got there, and they had lost them. I felt this doctor had preconceived notions that everything I had was fibromyalgia. I left that appointment with no more appointments than the ones that were already set up for me before I got there. So then that meant no Thursday or no Friday for Mayo, which I already had pre-made for them. There was a few hour gap between the genetic appointment and my autonomic testing. In that time, the nurse called me and found my records and walked them to the neurologist, which I would see on Monday. Went to the autonomic testing, and I was so sick that the nurse had to hold my hand to get me to the test. Took the test, went to Galena, Illinois for the weekend. Left that Sunday night. Stayed with the Mennonites. Monday, August 8th, was my first appointment was with the neurologist. I liked him. He was kind of foreign and hard to understand, but we started out with POTS. He helped me to understand my POTS symptoms only, and only POTS symptoms. And all the other symptoms were from other things. He said I had 4 different types of POTS. I know he said one of them was a vascular type POTS and another one was from hyper. He said some others, but I did not recall them. He also said I had fibromyalgia and EDS, but he still says that of all 3 of those, we still have not found the root problem. He thinks my brain is sending my body wrong messages. As I have learned since I have been there, that is a fibromyalgia hormone imbalance. He wants me to add 10 milligrams of propanol, and if that counteracts with my mitogen, add more mitogen. He also diagnosed me with migraines, but cannot treat them because I have low blood pressure and a high heart rate. After that appointment, I saw a doctor, of physical medicine. She diagnosed me with the highest score of hypermobility, which was funny because the geneticist didn't, and diagnosed me with the highest scale on the fibromyalgia. She was really nice, had no preconceived notions. I read her file. I was happy with everything she had to say. Some things she couldn't deal with because they weren't her specialty. Then I had a stress test. That came back with some low oxygen. At the Mennonite house I stayed, there was a fibromyalgia book that I borrowed the next morning. And I learned a lot from that. More about the hormone stuff and the messages getting sent from your brain to your body. Tuesday, August 9th, I first saw the cardiologist. He was really nice, and the only doctor I really felt like believed me that my veins were in a real issue. We did not have much to say to each other. He agreed with the other about the fibromyalgia, EDS, and POTS. He told me about some leg exercises. Everyone is about me keeping my muscles strong. If they get weak, my whole body will fail. After that, I went to endocrinology for a catecholamine test, which the nurse messed up. So I hope the results are right. Then I went for an MRI and an MRA. There was issues there too. They put me in the little room and forgot about me type thing. there was some stuff that came back on that, but I have not reviewed that with the doctor, so I don't know exactly what's going on with that. Wednesday, August 10th, went to St. Mary's for 2 parts of the fibromyalgia program. Again, was clinically diagnosed with fibromyalgia. That time I only got 17 of the 18 points. Then bus to Mayo, took some of the vascular tests, took a psych review, then a class on a sleep study machine, then back to the psychological doctor. He was happy with how I deal with having a handful of chronic illnesses, and he does not think any of my symptoms are from anxiety and depression. I sure like that that's in my file now. Then I went for more vascular tests. Thursday, August 11th. Fibro class all day. I thought it was going to be more informational, and it was more how to deal with having a chronic illness. I received my records and saw that there was some things wrong with the vascular, so I left out with questions not answered. So I left very unsatisfied. I read over my file, and first doctor said anxiety, and the other ones copied it off of that. And so you can see how they just cut and paste some of the things they thought. And even after I got diagnosed from the psych that I don't have psychological issues, I don't have anxiety, I have chronic illnesses, and of course that makes me act somewhat different, but I deal with them mentally better than most people would. So that was really irritating when I kept on seeing that in my file. Like I said, Dr. O didn't write anything like that, and so that was okay. So that's my overview of the week there, but I still have a lot of tests to go over that had some issues with my primary doctor. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.